Okay.
It's population control. You forget the people that the pharmaceutical that was set up, the protocols for that. You actually see the protocols were set up by the Rockefellers.
You say with protocol is like the right thing to do?
Protocols being the licenses. In other words, for you to practice medicine in the state, anywhere in the United States, you got to be licensed. You
I understand.
You got to go to a certified medical school that's been accredited.
Okay.
You got to pass an exam in a specialty. Well, those are the protocols that have been set up.
Yeah, I got it.
And so then nobody can walk in there. If you're a herb, if you say a specialist in herb, well, you can't practice medicine here.
I understand.
See what I'm saying? And because that's basically, they don't want nothing in they believe in a monopoly and not a competition. They do not want if the herbals were allowed to have equal competition with the pharmaceutical industry, they'd beat them hand down. You'd probably have, the pharmaceutical industry would probably be 1/3 the size that it is now.
I was reading.
Go ahead.
I was reading that Hitler didn't use any pharmaceutical drugs.
I heard that he was basically
he only used herbs.
He was deeply in the occult. He was an occultist, and he was deeply into herbs, the power of herbs, the plants. The Bible supports that. The pharmaceuticals have their place, but they really got out of hand now. In situations that for severe trauma or severe injury, they may work, but just the way they're pushing this stuff, Prozac and stuff like that, that's a lot of plants that you can use.
Like Pfizer?
Yeah.
That just got fined?
That's correct.
5 minutes ago. You know what? I'm asking you a question about the Republican Party and the politicians. How did the pharmaceutical companies gain such a strong?
Well, first of all, and I told you they were set up. First of all, they were backed by you control the educational institutions, and after you control the institution, then you the financing. Then you start financing these drugs. Once you start building the drugs, you get a federal government to come in and license those drugs. Anybody that does not have FDA approval.
Yes, sir.
That's a drug. That's a plant called Laetrile, vitamin B13.
Okay.
Well, they lambasted that. They said there was no cure. It could never get FDA approval.
Okay.
And many herbs can't. You know why? First of all, they're in competition with the pharmaceutical. You're not going. For instance, you can get a bulb of garlic, strip it and put it in the liquefied. Throw it in a blender, liquefied. Throw it in 5 cups of water, distilled water. And if you drink that, I don't care what type of flu or cold that you got, you drink 1 or 2 bulbs of garlic a day, you'll knock out any infection, virus, yeast, anything. That's an herb. That's the most powerful herb made.
Okay.
But but they're not going to let you take a 25-cent bulb and it actually, in competition with all the antibiotics and all other drugs, Tamiflu. No, they're not going to tell you that.